Big J sent me this, but this isn't the first time I've heard of different tribal women
The matriarch also looks after the
leaving men
family
out of
finances.
their clan or their environment. There's African women that have done it too, and I will say the names. I can't think of the name of the tribe in Africa, but it's an all-women tribe.
We eat dried pig for all festivities and funerals. If there's a celebration, you need to be able to serve it. And if you have a lot of dried pigs, that means you're rich. It means you've worked hard.
And I want to comment on this in just a moment.
A rich family might have as many as a dozen dried pigs.
Let me see if this has started all over. Oh, yep, it did. Okay, let me roll it back. Hold on, just a moment. Because the important parts I didn't get it. I was watching it. So let's continue. Because I do want to expound on certain portions of this video. And I will leave the link in the video once I'm finished.
My name is Naka Atsu, like my mother. For the Mosuo people, the family name always comes from the mother. I'm 18 and I live in a large house with my mother's family. Here, you don't live with your father. Those who are not Mosuo often ask me, "Where is your father? Do you know him? Why don't you live with him?" And I explain that the Mosuo don't live with their fathers. My father only sees my mother at night, then he goes back home. They don't live together.
They sure seem real happy though. All in their own element, their feminine element.
In a few days, it will be New Year. At home, we are preparing for a gathering of the whole family. My aunt Ochema is teaching me. I'm supposed to take over from her. Ochema is our matriarch, the head of our family, the most important person in the household. For the Mosuo people, a man can never be head of the household. As the matriarch, I'm in charge of the house, the meals, the animals. I'm in charge of everything. When a decision needs to be taken, we discuss it together. Everyone gives their opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who decides. I have a lot to learn if I'm going to become head of the family, but I'm not sure that's really what I want, and I'm not very good at it.
Okay, I'm going to stop there because this is a whole documentary on these people. But however, I do want to play. I'm going to find the video in just 1 second. But my commentary on this is that this is not the first time. It's not going to be the last time. And it's not the only tribal people that have a monarchy as their, as their head for the tribal people. It's not the first time that a matriarch is the head of the household. It's not the first civilization in ancient times or modern times that has done this. There have been many in the past that were, you had divine women which would be called, what are they called? Even in Native American tribes, like these are spiritual leaders. These women are spiritual leaders. They are holy leaders as well that that have led communities and tribes of people. However, some of them did allow men to be in or partake, but the women were the matriarchs. They were the ones taking control of the whole clan or of the whole tribe of people. What am I trying to say? I want to get into this. So I think that the way that the United States is headed, there's going to be these type of situations where there are going to be a lot of group of women gathered together. They're going to build communities. It's already starting. They're going to build communities, and they're going to have an exile men that are in their communities. They're not going to accept them in. It's headed in that direction. In this certain tribe, they talked about the father only comes at night to visit the mother. Well, yeah, he's coming to visit so that she'll procreate. My thing is, where are the sons? Where are the sons that are created in these different pockets of communities where it's all women? Okay, so do the sons go with the father after a certain point? That's my question. Like, I don't, I'll get more into this video, but it does seem like this is something that is this is ancient, like it has happened in ancient times, and they look very peaceful. I just want to say these women look extremely peaceful. There's no stress. There's only stress when you get men conquering and raping and defiling and doing the kind of things that disrupt a really, really cohesive utopia of women. So the only time they would ever the peace would ever be broken is if you get a dysfunctional patriarchal structure, society of men that come in and annihilate them. And it has happened in the past. And then women did start fighting back, and you hear about certain tribes like the Amazonic women that fought back and killed, a lot of the men that came in trying to take over their communities of women. But are we headed in this direction? Is this what society is headed in? Because as much anger and abuse that a lot of the men are have been, at least in the United States for sure, against women, black women, Hispanic women, or indigenous women, Asian women, white women, or what have you. Like, are we going to get to the point where this is going to be the outcome? That's what I'm wondering. Is this going to be, are there going to be more pockets of fully run women, tribal civilizations like this? Is it going to get to that point? Because these women, they do everything. They farm, they build, they create, they feed each other. They, off of what they, what their hard working hands do. They're not getting any fulfillment or any kind of benefits from men, aside from the men pops in once in a while and produces a child for them. These women are doing it all on their own. So is this going to be the type of society where we find pockets of women that are going to be doing this here in the United States? So like a revolutionary startup of what's happened in the past in ancient civilizations, is that going to happen again? It looks as though it may. It looks as though this may be something that happens in the future in America. Women buying land and being self-sufficient on their land amongst each other in pockets of women. So it looks like it could happen. I want to try to find just a moment. Whoops. Just a moment. Let me see here. I was talking to Angela about this tribe too, about a couple weeks ago. And this African tribe of women also do the same thing. They allow men to come in to produce children. Okay, it says there is a village in the grasslands of Samburu in northern Kenya, and it's rather unique. The village is Umoja. Unity in Swahili is guarded by a thorn fence, and for good reason. There are no men allowed there. Let me see. And I know there's women, there's certain societies in South America as well, where it's just all tribal women that they don't allow men in. So my thing is this what is happening, is going to start happening in the United States? Are women just going to be with men for very short stints or periods to create children with? Is that what is going to happen? Anybody's thoughts on that?